to Cindy's Library. This is Cindy, and now let's talk about what I read last week. I finished up Copyright and Cultural Institutions, Guidelines for Digitization for U.S. Libraries, Archives, and Museums by Hurdle, Hudson, and Kenyon. My first book studying for my archival certification, and actually has a fair amount of relevance to what I'm doing currently for work. So, A Little Book of Gratitude for Latter-day Saints by Ed J. Pinegar. He used to be a frequent speaker and writer, passed away not that long ago, but this is a good one. It is a collection of stories about gratitude, scriptures about gratitude, and the words of modern-day apostles and prophets and other church leaders about gratitude. So, perfect time of the year to read this. I have to say, one of my favorite parts is here towards the end. A grateful heart is the beginning of an attitude that empowers us to try and to become. We must not forget that our gratitude and love will increase through the enabling power of the infinite atonement, which empowers us to do all things through faith in Christ. I read Footsteps at the Lock by Ronald Knox, which is an interesting one. This is an investigator, Miles Braden mysteries. Well, Miles Braden is not your typical investigator. He is an investigator of insurance claims. And so what happens is this patriarch of the family, both the sons die in World War I. Each son has another son. Both grandsons are not the most ideal figures of grandsons. Rather disappointed in both, really, I think. But he does leave his fortune to the elder grandson, assuming he lives to his 25th birthday. And elder grandson's health is not the best, so even though he and his cousin hate each other, his cousin decided to go on a little light river trip down the Thames. And elder grandson mysteriously disappears. Was there an accident? Was it foul play? Is his cousin implicit? Inspector Braden must figure all of this out for the insurance claim. Because that's the other thing. The elder grandson's health is so poor, and he has borrowed so much on his future prospects that basically the insurance company owns all of his inheritance, assuming he lives till his 25th birthday. Hence why Inspector Braden is investigating, because the insurance company really wants to know whether he's still alive or not before his 25th birthday. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I'm glad I read this. I really dislike the world he created here. A dystopian world. I would hate living in it. But I think that's the point. He hates it too. He does juxtapose it with a rightly ordered world and some more reservation type areas. But this is a world where commercialism is king. Everyone is scientifically made, no more natural birth, and are altered according to what is needed and where they happen to be, so that they're perfectly happy with whatever their lot in life happens to be. For the most part, we do see a few exceptions here, which is part of what makes the story interesting, along with the juxtaposition I already described. Oh, but these people, they have certain work hours, and after work hours, all they have to pursue is pleasure. It's a world where happiness and commercialism are king and nothing else really matters. And still not 100% sure what my final conclusions are about this, but I am glad I read it. Glad I don't live in this world. Not sure I will ever read it again, but we shall see. We'll give it a bit more time to germinate in my head. And then finished reading Jane Was Here by Nicole, Jacobsen, Devynn, Dayton, and illustrated by Lexi Nilson. This is the 100th edition made for the 250th anniversary of Jane Austen's birth. No one knew it at the time, but it ended up being published during COVID. So this is a perfect time to represent it to the world for Jane Austen's birthday. And it is so adorable. All the images are drawn, no photographs. And it talks exactly about various places Jane was or places where Jane's stories have been filmed and tells you about them, tips and tricks for visiting or things not to miss. Perfect thing to read after the nightmare of Brave New World. So that is what I have finished reading this week. Let's see, what am I currently reading? Oh yes, the Thursday Murder Club, and we'll see what else I add to my list, since I'll probably add one more thing anyway for the last week of the month. So how has your reading been going? Love to hear all about it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Truly do appreciate it. So until next time, I hope we all stay safe and healthy, and as always, happy reading.